Right, so here we are. It's episode 8 now.
Eight.
We've got UK legend and probably one of the best UK skaters at the moment, Mr Robert Dalton.
I wouldn't put myself in legend.
I'm also. I know you've been around a long time.
Yeah, but yeah.
So you've skated for a fair while. So on that, give us a bit of a rundown. How did you get into skating? When did you get into skating?
Oh, probably had wheels on my feet since I was about 5 or 6, I think. Maybe like roller disco kind of stuff.
Nice.
Didn't like it at first when I went on the quads. Hated it. And then got on the inlines and enjoyed it. I think the first pair that I owned were some Donne skates. I was about 8 maybe. And then leveled up onto some stateside Psychos when I was still in junior school, so 9 or 10, and haven't stopped since then.
Decent.
I remember being a kid, I'm sure we've had a discussion before where you had a pair of the Solomon soap shoes as well.
No, I've never owned a pair of soap shoes.
No.
Never even
I think it was just Peter Dearden on the old soap shoes, bombing it around.
Maybe, but yeah, not me.
Oh, right, okay. It's a bit weird. What I find weird is that every rollerblader that has been on here so far has all started at roller discos.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
all
like
of you.
primary school.
Yeah. Centre, you'll know Nest and Rec, won't you?
Didn't really go down them ends. Everyone had 6 fingers, and yeah, it wasn't really my scene down there. Nested in breads.
Yeah, the same story as the cool kids doing grinds on the benches kind of thing. You see that and then get there. I think my mum's friend's son had like a P-rail and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. And then started from there, really.
So you're based in Manchester now, but where are you originally from then, Rob?
Lived on the Wirral for all of my life. Yeah, not the side near Lewis.
We keep having this discussion.
It doesn't count.
It's Cheshire. That's where you lived, was Cheshire.
The borough's Cheshire West, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't quite the Wirral, but I'll let you off. You are a 10-minute drive, maybe. The Wirral's not a big place anyway. So
over the water from Liverpool, and then just down the road from Chester.
All right. So I mean, I've seen old footage of you skating Boneyard. Was that your local back then, or was it Rampworks, or just?
No, I'd go Boneyard a lot more than I would do Rampworks. Yeah, I mean it was still about I don't know, get there in 35 minutes or something. But yeah, it was the closest indoor park.
Right. Okay. So with your quarantine lockdown situation,
yeah,
and obviously not skating with people and going out and the rest of it, what have you actually been doing to keep yourself sane?
I've actually been occupied with work quite a lot at the time when I thought I was going to have absolutely nothing on. Maybe like the first week and a half or something, like all my jobs cancelled. I had quite a few things like plotted and they all just like pulled the plug and I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do for money? And then I had a phone call from Scott Hallows. Don't know if you know Scott. And he is working for like a new fitness app that's being launched. And they had loads of videos that they needed editing. So I got brought on as an extra editor and I've been pretty much working every single day since the first week of April, which is quite rare for me as a freelancer. Usually I have a lot of time off and just do a few jobs here and there, but I've been working every day. So I've been busy.
So you say that, but I sometimes look at you and I resent you and I think, what a bastard. He's got such an easy life. Like, every time I've seen you out or I've seen you here and there, you've either just been doing your own thing every day and money's not really been an issue and, you've been quite chilled and relaxed. Where, you find a lot of people are stressed with work situations, but it's never been like that with you from what I've seen and like I've seen you in the past and the rest of it,
Yeah, I just work enough to make sure that my rent's covered and then I'd rather have free time than be working all the time. So if I've ticked the box for that month, it's on to the next. But yeah, I enjoy having free time and skating and going places. Went away quite a lot last year.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that actually, because seeing you were lucky enough to make it out to Cali November time for Blade
Yeah.
Cup. How was that?
Yeah, that was good. That was not first time in America, but first time to Cali. And yeah, it was cool. Skate tourism, going all the spots, being like, that person did this here, and good weather and good vibes. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
So I kind of split the trip up. I was there for the first week with Joe Harvey, Harry Maynard, and their friend Sam. And then for the second half of the trip, I was with the ground control lot doing some filming for them, making an edit. And so in between was Blade and Cup. So it was good. I think I was there 17 days in total.
Nice, good long trip then. And you made it out to Prague as well, didn't you, for the real street comp?
Yeah, that was sick. I want to go back there again.
Was that the
plan to go now, but
the game of Blade on the rail with Dan Collins?
that was Blade and Cup.
Yeah. I watched them clips. They're pretty naughty clips.
No, that real street comp.
A few beers.
That horrible long king.
And it looks like it's in literally the middle of New York type of road.
Oh no, that's Blade and Cup, that one.
Ah, right, okay.
No,
yeah, you're on about different things. The big kink is Prague, and I mean, like that thing is actually no joke. Like I'm pretty tall.
I know which one you mean.
That's my hit.
Yeah, Besta made it out there as well.
Yeah, so went with Alex, Dan Ives, Joe Harvey, Lou Devereaux, and Vela.
Nice.
And then people we met there, but that's who we stayed with.
It looks like we're doing a modelling show for Alex's clothing right now. You've got that one on. I've got the hat on. Right.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex Burston. What is that?
It's good to see that everyone's supporting him. He's actually coming out with some decent stuff. So.
Did you even purchase your one?
Yeah, I bought this.
Yeah, all right, whatever. So was it when at the Blading Cup? Is that when Pills picked you up?
No, that was before then.
Right. Okay. So do you want to go into that a little bit?
June year before.
Oh, nice. So it's been quite a while. What's crack with them then? Are you currently working on anything with them, or you just testing product, or just putting out edits? What's the situation?
Well, I've not put out a full kind of edit thing. Have intended to, slowly stacked a few bits here and there that eventually will contribute towards an edit, which will be used for them. But no, I've not put anything over a minute out. It's all just been Instagram.
It's a bit strange though now, because I don't feel like to get noticed or to be seen in that way, I don't think that's the way forward anymore. I think putting rollerblading edits out people don't have the time to sit there anymore for 5 minutes. I know it sounds really stupid, but once you've got an Instagram clip that's there for 30 seconds and you've got 5 tricks in it, people will sit there and watch that.
Yeah, it does feel like there's a lot more social media, Instagram, sort of quick clips, stack them regularly rather than sort of working on one big project. And
I'd still like to work on a project though, man. To have a decent video that you put time into with other people filming.
Absolutely.
I definitely do want to do that, and you kind of try harder things in something that's not seen as so throwaway.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you planning on doing anything like that in the near future, or is it just kind of?
Yeah, I got a few clips stacked up, and I mean I want to get out and do more, but unfortunately we can't have been going out skating with other people in this last kind of 2 months, and my time has been occupied 9 to 5 for 2 months when usually it isn't.
Yeah,
but yeah, I still have a trouble getting clips with people because everyone else kind of works 9 to 5 as well, and sometimes my jobs when I was working normally fall on the weekend.
I don't imagine everybody has all the time in the world to film you 50 clips of the same trick that you're not happy with when the first one was pretty much decent. We've all been there, cheese, and stood there and tried to film your clips for you, and it's continuous. Yeah. But they're all perfect and you're just not happy with them.
Oh, so they
need to be crisp.
Yeah, touching on that subject there, as I just called you it, cheddar cheese face, no sleep.
Yeah.
You want to express how you feel about that, mate? how it's got to the point where
I'm not too bothered by it, but yeah, people know me as Cheese rather than Rob, I guess. And yeah, some people like didn't even know my real name, and I just find it odd how people will call me that just because someone else has called me it. You know what I mean?
So what we're basically saying,
a nickname that's stuck for now about 15, 16 years or something, and people really don't know the roots of it. And I mean, it's completely random. It makes no sense whatsoever. It was my UK Skate username when I was about 10, 11, and I made it up, whether I had cheese on toast for lunch or something. That is literally it.
It's just stuck. Well, just to let everybody know out there, we've all got to that age now where we don't like being called nicknames and stupid names that aren't really our names, let's be honest. So everyone should now address Cheese as Robert. That would be lovely. It's more appreciated. Or Rob. Or Bobby.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Bobby or Robbie.
So I've got a little question for you, mate. You know, everybody's, especially Jay Crickett's, calling you a hoarder and a stingy bastard, which, you know,
Harsh.
yeah, it's a little bit harsh, but yeah, I know what Rob's like as well.
I've had a few many drinks and
yeah, 3 bottles of wine. He is a bit of a pisshead. Lives in mud houses and the rest of it. But we won't touch on that because he doesn't want us to go into it. He's asked. Where are you pulling all these fresh rollerblades out your arse from? So where's the insight of that?
I a couple, and I do a few edits here and there, and receive product.
Right, who's that from?
Through Powerslide. So we'll just do some promotional stuff.
Nice.
So when
is that like the stuff you've been doing with Matty?
Yeah. So I'm not receiving it for my skating or sponsored by them per se, but they don't pay in cash.
Right.
But that's kind of ideal for yourself, really.
Yeah, someone who skates that much and puts big stinking grooves in skates, it's definitely makes a lot more sense to have them skates stacked up.
Yeah, definitely. When we were skating the other week and we went to Bolton Skate Park and you were complaining that the wings on the side of your Aeon were pretty much gone. And then you were looking at mine.
I fall in a certain way. I never fall on like my right-hand side. It's always my left. And I've just put my foot down to kind of like save myself. So the left hand like back wing like wears down pretty quick.
Yeah. So obviously as your career being a videographer? Videographer?
Yeah, I'm not going to call myself like a DP or a cinematographer. I mean, a camera operator, filmmaker, videographer.
So is there nothing in the lines of, because I definitely know that you're very capable of doing it, pulling out like a really nice cinematic type of edit for Bella? Is that been a thought for you?
Yeah, it's on the cards. Or for everyone, the Manchester scene as well. Okay. It's something that I've said wanted to do and not really applied myself to do. But I mean, it's within the grasps of my capabilities and everyone else's. But yeah, it's a time-consuming project. So whether it's a long piece or just like, I don't know, a 5-minute piece. But yeah, I need to pull my finger out and do something as the man with the cam.
Yeah, that's the awkward part, isn't it? Yeah. Is that when you're actually all right at filming a clip and you go skating and the continuous thing is film this.
Yeah,
film this.
It's a bit of a battle, isn't it, when you go out skating with the intention of skating. Sometimes you get lumbered.
Yeah, I enjoyed like actually skating more than the filming aspect of it as well. So I stuck in a session and the camera gets like left aside.
I suppose you've had to teach a few people along the way how to use your camera and how to do it, considering the amount of clips you have.
I mean, Bella's got his own now, so he can do bits.
But yeah, what type of camera has he got?
He's still learning all the settings and stuff like that. I don't know what the exact camera is, but he bought it off Slick Ben Shelbourne, and it's the same one that Treble's got. It's a Canon one, but it's really good, like dinky, small. Like it's got a fast zoom and really good autofocus. Probably better than my camera, to be honest.
So it's like just a video camera. It's doesn't take photos and.
Yeah, just a little, well, not dad cam, but one of them small.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like proper European. I'm gonna hold it up here.
Yeah, 'cause mine, it feels like a bit of an effort to take out because it's quite big, and I've got to like build it and piece it together because it's got different parts to it. Whereas that you can just like pull out a bag and it's ready to go.
Nice.
So, I mean, going back to the filming side of things, I know premiere was supposed to be around April time for the Manchester Phone Zone. Did you have much involvement in that, or
Involvement in the editing side of it? No, not at all. And it kind of being like a bit of a slow burning project as well. A lot of the filming was done for that before I actually moved to Manchester. Right. So I've been here in in 20 days it'll be 2 years exactly.
Right.
Alex had Alice that slowed the process down, and then something else down the line which also slowed the process down. But yeah, no, it's pretty much done. I mean, I've seen the trailer, I've actually seen my little section and everyone else's, so it's good.
So hopefully the premiere goes ahead once obviously this global situation.
Yeah, well, I think Alex's plan, not to like step on his toes or whatnot, but he was going to do the jam session, and then have a premiere and everyone have drinks and whatnot after, and that would have been sick. But with all this, I don't think that's gonna happen. So he's just gonna put it online.
Well, I think that's the thing at the moment is everybody's just putting everything on hold.
Yeah, that's it. Life is on hold, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like yours is ramped up, if anything, but I think for most people, everyone's taking
a little bit. It's still kind of chill though. I mean, I'm working from home. I had been going into the studio when I needed to do a bit of filming, or like I didn't have the footage and I need to get it off a hard drive, but I've got everything here. So this is actually me, like when I'm working, just sitting here in this exact same spot.
Right. Well, I've got a question for you and a shout out to Charlie Lockyer. Have you received your money?
You know what? He did actually put 50 quid in.
Did he?
I was pounding him for it, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he did. I was pleasantly surprised. I kind of just did it for the kudos, really, though. I didn't expect him to give me anything.
As someone who goes to with a family, like that's like a really impressive clip. Like, you know, to actually get it bang, like one banged and then get out. It's like,
well, it wasn't actually one bang. Like Owen's flash didn't go off, so I did it like 5 or 6 times.
Oh no! What, and security didn't come and give you any grief or anything?
I didn't really have any issues whatsoever. I mean, I went in proper stealthy, thinking, "Oh my god, they're going to be like right on our case and like going to have to get in and out." But no security. I mean, it's at the very front of kind of like the food hall bit in the main entrance, and there are a few shops like around it. It got like a bit of attention from passers-by and people in those shops, but like no security or anything, just in and out.
Speaking of getting attention, the clip that went up on the Jump Street podcast, the grabbed back fast slide at was it the shootout or?
Yeah, it was a free shootout at Greystown.
We can't remember because we were too bevied.
Yeah, I was absolutely stinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
It was Sam's episode, and I was just watching Jump Street, and then it said, "And WTF of the week is from Rob Dalton," and I was like,
"Yeah,
okay, that's me." Like I didn't submit anything.
No, ridiculous clip. Like.
So I was just as surprised. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So that was cool.
It seems that in America, there's a bit more acknowledgement and noticed of the UK scene at the moment.
Yeah, it feels that way. I mean, I know we've obviously got a few pros with obviously the likes of Sam and you know, a few heads here and there who are.
Yeah, Leon Humphreys.
Yeah. Shout out Leon Humphreys and all that, and you know, with some of the lads.
Yeah, and Joe's been doing his bit over.
Obviously, Joe's like just winning everything for forever. So yeah, it seems pretty good.
What is the situation with Joe?
I don't know. We'll have to get him on.
Nobody ever knows. He's just chilling, isn't he?
Just skating.
Yeah.
One country, one continent.
Just a little teaser for everyone else. We have spoken with Joe. At the time, he was in Chicago getting a visa.
Yeah, I think he's been over there. I think there was a competition last week.
Yeah, he answered the phone. He's just like, "Right, mate, what's up? I'm just in the middle of something." I was just like, "Can you chat a second?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm just in the middle of getting my visa in Chicago." Like, and I was like, "Right, okay."
It's fucked. It's like so full. I think he's got to get a new one.
Yeah, well, he's fucking here, there, and everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, Absolutely.
He must have saved up all his pennies from working in the chippy. There were some days then, mate, skating in Leeds.
Yeah, no, it's good. I want to go back to Leeds. Some like really good spots.
So did you live in Leeds for a bit?
Much as I wanted to there, to be honest. Like I got sucked into all the house parties and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the problem when I was the same, living with Dan Ives and Bennett Driver. It was exactly the same, getting sucked into not skating as much, but going to drum and bass nights and just party life pretty much. That's all I found living in Leeds was like.
Yeah.
There wasn't much rollerblading. I think the only people that were like massively keen on rollerblading was the likes of like Chris Ingham.
Yeah.
Joe Harvey was on it.
Joe Harvey. But
I mean, I did myself a bit of discredit, but I mean, I could have skated more, but I partied a lot.
Yeah, well, the only person that I knew that was massively on it was Joe. Obviously, when Joe stayed with us for a while, every day, I'd be like, I'd getting up, getting ready to go to work or whatever, and he's just like, "We're going skating."
Yeah,
Joe, I've got to go and pay the rent, mate. Like, I've got to earn money to pay my bills. And he's just like, "Yeah, but what time are you finishing?" You're like, "Fucking hell, man!" Like, live, breathe, rollerblade, like continuous. So, what's your plans then for future times to come?
Keep paying my rent.
Living the dream.
No future plans. I mean, if like competitions and stuff get like put back on, I always try and do like little trips away because it's kind of like holiday / skate stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
So whenever that stuff starts kicking off again, like hopefully the Prague thing will get reorganized for another date. I mean, I plan to go away like 3 times to something in Bordeaux. There's a Briss in Berlin. It's going to stay with Louis, but he's come back now. I think he's actually planning on moving back to London and sacking Germany off.
Right. Okay. Yeah, who he's on about?
Yeah.
It was Deverix. Is it Deverix? Would you pronounce it?
But he likes to pronounce the X because he thinks Louis Devereux sounds too French.
Yeah, it does. It does sound really French.
Yeah.
So when you're saying about these competitions, hopefully, I think they will be back on. I think.
Well, and obviously the Prague one was supposed to be the end of this month because I was planning on going myself.
Mm-hmm.
But the next one I could possibly see happening is maybe Blading Cup, but that's not till November, so maybe there's a chance. I don't see anything happening before that.
I get my flight for that when the date got announced, and they're still pretty reasonably cheap.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to commit to anything before it's actually going ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's a nightmare trying to obviously chase up insurance and stuff like that. It all falls through. But I mean, Fruit Boot Shootout finale, that will probably go ahead as soon as the indoor parks reopen in the UK, and then
that was supposed to be early April, wasn't it?
I'm just worried and concerned why you're not smashing Jake Rickett's head in. Like,
he's going to be in the final. He's just saving it for the final.
Right. Okay.
I'm not much of a bowl skater, so I mean, he probably will.
Jake's 100% bowl, isn't he? Where is the final going to be?
The Asylum, innit? So it's like that long kink. You've got a long kink to play with, the box and stuff like that. Bit of fun.
Yeah, I've been in the park once. It's good.
Yeah, it's we went for the. It was like a UKBC.
Just like a little gathering, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went and it was all right. It's
better when it's just Blader only.
It's
manic with scooters. Like,
it's just in pictures and stuff. You look at things and you're like, oh, it looks like a reasonable height. You get there and that kink rail is actually fucking minuscule. It's tiny, isn't it?
Tiny, guys.
Yeah, the rail's small. The box is more dragged out.
That's the scary thing.
They'd have shifted that box over, and then you could skate it both sides. I know you can.
Yeah, just like a shotgun box.
Yeah. Even if you just
row by the fire escape
that side, and you can skate from the other side.
Yeah.
That's one little gripe I have in parks is like when they build stuff like that, but it's not symmetrical to skate from both sides. I mean, it'd be so much easier if you just bunged it.
Yeah, there's a lot of flat bar boxes. That bowl, I didn't actually skate that bowl when I was there. It was massive.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't skate ball anyway. Full stop.
Yeah,
it's a BMX park, really.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense now why George Wilson
George Wilson
been smashing out the BMX tricks lately.
Yeah, I've seen he's converted.
Nah, I don't think he has. I think just the current people he's hanging out with.
Around on a bike, yeah.
Yeah, but he absolutely kills that bowl. I know him as Gary since Winter Clash. I don't know if you all remember that.
I don't remember it, but I heard your little anecdote the other day.
Yeah, walking around with the Japanese probably to call him Gary.
Maybe we keep his nickname as Gary.
Yeah, well, hopefully, because I definitely couldn't pronounce his original name, so that helps. Well, Chad, it's been a pleasure.
Good to speak.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you skating soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
You'll probably be going out. You'll probably sat there at the window. Mrs. is like that. Come, just come and watch TV with me, please, babe. And you're like, I'm watching the weather. It looks like it's getting dry. The tarmac looks drier.
He'll be out in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he'll be out in 10 minutes on his P-rail. Oh, I've got well hyped off talking about rollerblading, babe. I'm off out.
No, I'm gonna have a lazy day today and save it for tomorrow, I think.
Nice. So where are you planning on skating tomorrow? Just Manchester?
Yeah, or around about.
Right, well, obviously this will be going out at some point today. So if anybody's out and about in Manchester, make sure you give Rob a shout. I assume maybe with Vela, so just either text either one of them. And I'm sure they'll be having a session. But yeah, like I said, mate, pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for coming on, Rob.
Yeah.
Good to speak to you.
Right.
Take it easy. Look after yourself.
Bye-bye.
Cheerio.